A lot of people lately have been telling me how worried they are. So let's talk about worry. The first thing I want you to know is you don't have to worry. Did you know that this was optional? Usually, when we talk about worry, we talk about it in terms of something that's outside of us, something beyond our control, like this certain thing happened at work, so now I have to worry. We even use the words I am a worrier, like it's a part of us that we don't have control over. Like, my name is Kyla. I have green eyes, brown hair, and I'm a worrier. There's nothing I can do about it. But when we think of worry like that, we're giving all of our power away. The definition of worry is to allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. So even in the definition, it's showing us that it's up to us. We either allow it or we don't. Now, this doesn't mean that your brain isn't going to offer you things to be worried about, because one of your brain's main jobs is to look out for what's wrong in the world, because if something's going wrong, it could be harmful to you, and your brain wants to protect you. So your brain is going to offer you information sometimes like this could be going wrong, but it's up to you whether you decide to dwell on it and obsess over it. Sometimes it helps me to think of my brain like a toddler running around with scissors. Just because the toddler has the scissors and is running around doesn't mean I have to let the toddler do that, right? What are we going to do? We're going to be like, okay, hold on there. Hand me the scissors. I'll take those. You can settle down, right? We do the same thing to our brain sometimes. We can say, okay, brain, I know you're going crazy over this thing, but you don't need to, so let's take a step back and reevaluate. You are the one that is in control. You decide how often you worry, or even if you worry at all. But remember, worry is completely unnecessary. Worry likes to pretend to be useful, like it can help you, but it really can't. If you think about it in terms of if you have a party coming up on the weekend and you're worried that it might rain, then you worrying about the rain is not actually going to affect whether it rains or not. The weather's going to do what it's going to do. You worrying about it is completely unhelpful. I want to distinguish between worry and caution. Caution is what I think of as useful for action. So caution is like when you see a slippery when wet sign on the floor. And if you're cautious, then you evaluate that information and you take appropriate action. So instead of just running past it, you might go around the sign or walk gently by so that you don't slip. So that's caution, and caution can be very useful, but caution is logical and there's no drama involved. Worry is all the drama. Worrying about getting sick won't actually prevent you from getting sick. Be cautious. Logically go through all of the information that you have and then take appropriate action. Wash your hands a lot. Don't touch your face. Practice social distancing. Those are all great things to do to be cautious, but it doesn't have to be dramatic. Let the drama go. I have a few reasons for you to think about why you might want to let that drama of worry go. First reason you might want to choose to let worry go is because it makes things worse for us now. Now, if we just waited until Saturday to see if it rained or not, we may be disappointed on Saturday when it rains. But by worrying in advance, then we're feeling disappointed already all week long at the possibility that it might happen. Not only that, because it hasn't happened yet, your brain spins and spins trying to think of solutions when it doesn't have all the information, and so it can't really come up with a solution. Another thing that worry does is it prevents us from living our best life. Sometimes when we're worried about failing at something and we spin in all these thoughts about what could possibly happen, the negative emotions are so bad that we just decide to not try at all. It keeps us living small, way below our potential. So what we're really doing is failing in advance. I'm sure you've seen this happen. Was there ever a time that you wanted to try out for something or apply for something, but you figured you might not get it or your chances weren't very good, so you ended up deciding just not to apply or try out at all, that is failing in advance. That is what worry does. Another reason why you should get rid of worry in your life is because you can totally handle anything that life throws at you. Anything that comes up for you, you will be able to handle it in the moment. You will be able to process it, you will see your options, and you will be able to take action from that place. In fact, we can look at your own history to support this. Every difficult thing you've gone through in your life, you have survived 100%. That's a really good track record. So trust yourself that if something does happen, you will be able to handle it at that time. Worry isn't helpful. It's completely unnecessary. It just compounds the amount of negative emotions you feel in your life. Every difficult thing you've faced in life, you've made it through. You can handle anything. So commit to not worrying. It's totally optional and it doesn't help at all. Now, this is going to take some practice, but when you learn to let the worry go and choose to focus on other things, you'll be amazed at what great things you can create in your life, no matter what else is going on around you. I see you. I believe in you. I know how capable you are. You've got this.